That note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it?
Bastion. Хлоп.
It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place.
Еще не раскрыли потенциал этого места. Сейчас раскроем. Основание. Курня.
Just the occasion to crack open the distillery's private reserve.
Ага. Тут пусто. О.
Squirt cider will toughen you right up. Too bad about the musty aftertaste.
Идем. Испытание. Испытание. Нам не нужно. Нам нужен осколок. Где мы очутились?
Not everything blew up in the calamity. Why, Colford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time.
А шо у меня?
The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago.
Ай-яй-яй.
They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock.
Кто такие? Птичка.
If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt.
Куда полетела? Ой-ё. Ой-ё. Не то. Так, а куда? Сюда? Ну. Так, подожди. Сюда?
So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too.
Ах ты сраная. Ах ты. Ой-ё. Ну. Давай, открывайте.
It takes a certain stubborn
Oi.
pride to keep on living in a place like this. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Colford
Это
Cauldron.
что такое?
That learning led to some interesting inventions. The raw power of the world fell right into our hands.
Прикольная штука.
Playing with the cauldron's fires became an addiction.
А ну-ка. А ты достала меня. На, сгори. Оружие ближнего боя.
Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here.
Идем.
But we discovered other things we're better off not knowing.
Давай.
The unforgiven scent of sulfurous dirt. The taste of air so hot it sticks to your lungs.
Ха-ха-ха. На, разнес.
All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot.
Ай-яй-яй.
You can cook those things, but you can't eat them.
Ну,
Never thought we'd find so much life in all that ash. The more ash we swept aside, the more life we found.
ага.
Place as inhospitable as they come.
Ну, сюда.
But still we pressed on.
Кто тут?
After all, when we looked down inside Colford Cauldron,
Чувак, хоры болтать.
we kept on sifting through the cauldron's secrets anyway.
Арсенал. Так, клыкомет. Ну, ха! Гасим.
Looked down through all the smoke and flames. We saw in there the heart of the world, the heart now laid bare by the calamity.
Вот и все.
We had to have it. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Johnson Bog. Kid's thinking he's got to trek all the way back around the cauldron. Luckily, the cauldron cooked up a little shortcut for him.
Кто там? Давай
Sure, it
быстрее.
ain't the most convenient path.
Ой-ё! Иди сюда. Кто тут думает? Вернулись.
Biggest stink eye he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side. Pops open on him like a pimple on a school day.
Где это чудо?
And where there's one stink eye, there's always more. The cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell.
Ой-ё!
The kid don't shed any tears for him though.
Давай, гаси её.
With a good spyglass, you can still see the cauldron from the city. But all the fires died out. There's nothing left of it. It comes back looking like the inside of a chimney.
Давай, трубачи, восстанавливай.
The shard works like a charm. You can hear the monument's heartbeat again. We need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances.
Ну и сколько улучшений.
It wasn't fixed, it was unbroken. Kid arrives just in time to sample Zia's famous cooking.
Чего?
He wolfs down too much too fast, and it all goes to his head. I've said a lot about the kid, but he ain't the only one wrapped up in all this.
Давай, подъем. Хватит дрыхнуть. О. Опаньки. Небесный мост.
What's he thinking? Well, let me see if I got this straight. I only heard it once. Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the Tazzle terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Ceylondia. Her folks were orphaned in the war, taken in and raised inside the city, on condition they would never return to the terminals. Ura refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out.
Моё.
mama passed away from birthing complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father.
Сейчас разберемся со всеми.
Her father was sharper than a brusher's pike, so he got a job working for the city's mancers. His daughter barely saw him. Her father told her nothing of her Ura heritage. He told her nothing of the Mansers. It's for your own good, he said. She took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs.
Куда вы бежите?
At first, she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an Ura trader, selling out the city.
Так, ладно, надоело. Опа. А что ж такое?
One young man stood up for her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage, and she grew fond of him.
Ну. Да ты достал, чудик. Ну иди сюда. Да ну!
The young man convinced her to take him to her family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted to meet a man from the terminals. When the young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language, her father flew into a fit of rage and threw them out. young man
разговаривать.
never told her that the Ura's native language is not to be used by foreigners. To do so is a terrible insult. Now, where were we? It was then that she decided to escape. The two of them could flee the city together and go to the Tassel terminals. They would hide inside a garbage bin until it got ingested by a scumbag, then let him slosh on out of the city for disposal.
Ого, двое. Ой-ё.
Well, I digress.
Ай-яй-яй.
Knocks him into an uneasy sleep.
Вставай, дебил.
What's he thinking? Well, let me see if I got this straight. I only heard it once.
Ну давай, стреляй.
Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the Tassel terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Ceylondia.
Хватит.